Sleep Well is a lullaby from Elizabeth to John the Baptist. Zechariah and Elizabeth were this amazing couple. God's description of them in the beginning of Luke, first chapter, verse 6, is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen. It says, they were both righteous before God, walking blamelessly in all the commandments and statutes of the Lord. Can you imagine God choosing a description of you saying you're blameless? Not that you were good, not that you had tried hard, but you were blameless. But they didn't have a child because God had waited for their part of the story. So he comes and shares with Zechariah that they're going to have a child. Zechariah can't even believe it. And finally this boy is born, John the Baptist, who will be the prophet preparing the way before the Messiah. He gives them the baby they had always longed for. But at the same time, he takes that child away from them and turns him into a crazy man in the desert, proclaiming truth, yes. But it must have been difficult for Elizabeth raising this little baby, knowing what he would go through, knowing that he was special and got to be a part of the Messiah's entering into the world, but that he would also suffer and be mocked. She was overwhelmed by joy and yet tasted fear at the same time. I can just imagine her rocking her little boy to sleep, going, "Sleep well, little John. You need your rest because God has called you to great things, and there's a storm coming. So rest now and sleep well."